Checking. Hello and good evening. Hitesh here from the music Gurukul. We've got Adarsh and Amlan and Aryaman. Very good evening, Adarsh. How are you? Good. You all set with your look at that. It's sounding so nice. Aryaman has joined in after. We hope to hear some good music. Amlan looking sharp. All set for some good music, yeah? Okay. A nice electric sound. Amlan, that's your electric. Oh no, it's Adarsh, you amped your guitar, is it? Can you hear me? Adarsh, can you hear me? Adarsh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Have you amped your guitar? It's sounding so loud and clear.
Nope, it's not armed. It's not connected.
How is it sounding so nice and loud? Play it, please.
I'm sorry.
Play it. O- Okay, let's hear Amlan. Amlan, can you play?
Electric, just see if you can hear.
It's a little soft. We can feel.
हाँ वी क्या बात Okay, now check.
Sound.
Audible.
I can hear you also.
Audible है हितेश.
Very, very nice. Nicely audible.
Okay, I'll go on mute.
Okay, we got Aryaman. Aryaman, are you set with the guitar? Good. Here comes our guest for the day, Asant, who's going to be guiding us and letting us having a good time. Kylie, very good evening. Kylie has come in after a good while. If you are ready with your guitars, we'll request all students to be ready with your guitars so you can play something for the coach. Whether you bring it now or later is your call. That's perfectly fine. There's no rush to be ready with your guitar. But yes, if you keep it now, you can play for the coach. Here comes Shania and Shayon from FKT Vadala, working hard as well. What songs of Led Zeppelin are you playing? Adarsh, what all songs of Led Zeppelin?
I'm sorry.
What songs of Led Zeppelin are you working on?
I worked on Black Dog. I worked on Stairway to Heaven. I'm working on Whole Lotta Love right now, as of
That's damn good. Yeah. They have got amazing songs, a lot of good songs, very groovy riffs. It's quite
Hi, good afternoon. Good
very
evening.
interesting. Basan, so good to see you. All the guitar students of the Music Gurukul are here. We've got some guests. Maybe also we'll. So, I'll be doing a short sound check with Basan. Basan, can you play a little so we know your level, please? Tone, Basan. Thank you. It's sounding good, yeah? Wow.
Hope I'm not disturbing my neighbor, yeah?
Uh, Keep it. You can reduce the level a little if you want. It's very nice and clear for us, Basan. Thank you. It's become a little too soft now.
Yes, right. Okay, just a second.
It'll take a few minutes to sort it.
Yes, sure, sure. Is it fine now?
Quite good. It's getting a little nice compression also on its own.
Because when I use earphone, I can't hear anything.
So don't worry. Once you're playing, you just play. We can hear it very clearly.
Awesome.
It's sounding very clear. Very nice. Okay. So, Vasant, it's sounding good, yeah? Very
Yeah.
nice, clear, and distortion sounds all good.
Awesome.
Do you want to say something? Or else I'll get started.
Yeah, sure, sure. Uh, Thank you so much for taking out your time, guys. Dear students, it's a learning period for all of us, learning time as well as tough time. But anyways, music is there, taking all our attentions, the worries. So just we'll have fun, we'll learn together. All right, we share our ideas, learn from each other. Thank you so much, it is, for the effort and really, motivating students and inspiring. And thank you for the privilege. Thanks
Thank
so much, it is.
you,
Over
Vasant.
to you.
Thank you very much for coming this evening. And we have really spread the word because a lot of people are sitting at home thinking that probably this time is a lockdown and you can't do much. But in reality, the time is yours. You decide what you want to do with it. So at the Music Gurukul, we are the fortunate ones to have the support and the company of amazing music students, music teachers, musicians, and we are all, we are all empowered. We know music. We have our music instruments, and we can create a lot of joy. So it's only about spending time with our music instruments and pushing the limits. So we thought, why not do a guitar workshop? So here it is. The Music Gurukul presents its guitar workshop, and the idea is that whether it's students coming in or whether we have guests, that we have a very good time, and we review our approach so that we are always improving and always enjoying, because people who come in contact with us are getting an opportunity, and they look at the guitars and they're like, okay, so this is how we play it. Yeah, and it all depends on our hard work. So the idea for today's workshop is whether you are a beginner or you are an intermediate or you're advanced, we will look at certain aspects. We'll talk about everything from what music we should hear to how we should practice. And you all are welcome to play something, and we are going to have a lot of fun that way. So we have a lot of students here, and I know everyone. Before I ask Basant, I would like to speak to some of our guests here so that I know their level. I think I'm talking Kylie
Sure.
from the PGA
Yes,
Chembur Sunday batch here. How's it going, Kylie?
it's going great. I'm learning the guitar about guitar tabs right now.
Very good. So we haven't seen you, but your hard work is on, huh, Kylie?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
Awesome, awesome. So
Okay.
like if Rohan, Akhil also can show their videos, it would be great. Like it will be a very
Yeah.
good
So whenever, at
interaction.
whatever point you want to come in, Akhil and Rohan, please come in.
We can see each other, so it will be easier for us.
Yeah, thank you. So
Hi
I
Akhil, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Yeah. How are you doing?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
good evening, Akhil. Thank you
Yes.
so
Good
much.
evening. Yeah.
Evening.
So, guys, I'll just take 2 minutes more to get to know our friends. Rahul, thank you for joining in. You had expressed your interest in learning.
Hi
I
Hitesh, how are you?
very well, very well. Good to see you. Do you have your guitar for now?
Yeah, I do have. It's
Okay, okay. So we'll have
very
a lot of fun. You can see, you might get some inspiration.
sure.
Yeah, but good to see you.
Just let me join and see whether I can do or no.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
So
to know.
actually, everyone, without exception, can have a good time with the guitar, but it's just about practice. So thank you, Rahul. Yeah. So who else? Jayant. Jayant is here. Jayant, can we know if you are a beginner or do you already play?
Yeah, so Jayant is a BSc member, so
Oh,
he wanted to know about the guitar. So he doesn't has an instrument, but he was very eager to know. So I
thank,
just asked him to pitch in.
thank you so much, Jayant. It's really nice. Thank you, Amlan, for bringing our friend here, and
Yeah.
we'll make sure we have fun. Kevin is here. Kevin, can we know a little about you?
Yeah, I'm a beginner. Um, just know the chords, progression.
Look at that. Some lovely chords, Kevin.
Thank you.
Very nice. Very nice. So we'll keep your knowledge and where you want to go from here in mind. What do you intend to do with your music, Kevin? You want to improve? You want to your goal?
Yeah, I want to improve. I want to learn something new.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Aryaman. So I'll come to Aryaman after. Aryaman, how's it going?
Hello, sirs. It's going fine.
Good. Good evening. Thank you so much for coming on this. So, Aryaman, how's your practice being coming along?
So it's been a long time. So we have got a vacation. So during that period, I've started to just play. So
Oh,
for now, I'm a beginner.
okay, okay. But good, good. Nice to see you here. That's how we can re-inspire ourselves and restart on our musical journey.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Awesome. So rest everyone. I know Sharvari, Krish is here, Kylie. I already spoke to Jayant Harman. So thank you. On that note, I would like to start with Basant. Basant, since we have beginner as well, and we have got those who are at intermediate level here. What do you suggest in terms of guitar? How do we make sure that our fundamentals are strong? Would you recommend warm ups? What do you think? How should we?
Uh, See, the thing is that like when we learn guitar as a beginner, we always start basics. Like how you hold your instrument, posture, and good habits. Posture leads to good habits. And making sure that your fingers are strong. A guitar is this means like everything. So you need to train your fingers in such a way that you will be able to play chord, scale, of tunes, like whatever you want to do, express with this instrument, like making your understanding of music well, and really pushing yourself forward. And you need to have a passion, enthusiasm to learn the new things, like Kevin was saying before. I like that point. Like every time we need to learn those new, and we should always become a student of this instrument, no matter how much we learn. That's the saying of one of the famous guitarists in Bollywood, Ehsan Nurani. So we need to think this as, or whenever we sit to play this instrument, we always need to think that we are still a student of this instrument. So when we have that heart of learning, like mind of learning, and I mean, we will always have a passion and like inspiration to go ahead. Yeah, thank you.
Excellent, Basan. Thank you so much. Yeah, indeed, we have to be forever students of music. Very well
Exactly.
defined. And if
Yes.
we always have that attitude daily, I think we'll never be feeling that we are not improving. And we'll have a lot of fun with this beautiful, versatile, portable instrument. So, a big hello once again to Shayan, Shania, everyone who.
Hello, Hitesh sir. Excuse me.
Hi, who is this, please?
We can't hear you. Uh,
Shayan, you can't hear me?
can you just increase your speaker volume? We can hear everybody else loud and clear.
I can hear Hitesh, sir. I can hear even Shayon.
Okay, can you hear me now, Shayan?
Yes, sir. Thank
That's
you.
fine.
Okay, I'll try and be a little loud. Thank you, Shayan.
Yeah.
So I will start by requesting Basant. Basant, can you please play something for us?
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah,
Sure. So I'll just play one of my favorite instrumental track.
yeah. While Basant setting up,
Yes.
I would like to just take this minute and again tell you all the reason I absolutely respect and appreciate Basant is because of his very strong heart and love for music. He's extremely passionate. Every day for him is like his first day with the guitar. He goes ahead with that enthusiasm. His ear for perfection is really worth appreciating. His sense of harmony, because I've had the opportunity to work with him on some of my music, and how he goes for the perfect chords with a lot of sensitivity to the melody as to what the melody is, so what chords we should use. He's not just a solo player, a guitar soloist, but also a very good rhythm player and an overall composer and an arranger. It's so these are his strengths, and thank you so much, Basant. Let's hear something.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Hitesh, for the kind words. So all right. So I'm going to play a track called "Always with Me, Always with You." One of my favorite guitarists, Joe Satriani. I hope you will all will enjoy. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
I was
wonderful.
out of practice though. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, Basant. Thank you so much. Despite of being on a Zoom call, I think we really enjoyed that lovely performance. And it's a beautiful composition and a electric guitar solo by the famous Joe Satriani. Thank you so much for playing for us. And yeah, I think Joe Satriani is somebody who brings in both technique and melody. And
Exactly.
wow, it was such a nice note to start from. So we'll probably hear from all our friends here to be able to maneuver this conversation. Yeah. Thank you, Rohan, for joining. Good to see you. And we'll hope.
Yeah, hello sir. Hello everyone.
Yeah, hi Rohan. Good to see
Hi
you.
Basant sir, how are you? Good to see
Yeah,
you,
I'm
man.
good. I'm
After
good.
so
Yeah.
long,
Yes, man.
Okay,
excellent performance.
Yeah, I was out of practice.
Yeah.
you all have to push
But
us.
anyways, thanks. Yeah.
So we'll start by helping all our friends. How's that as a format, Basant? Is that okay?
Yes, sure. Yes, of
Okay,
course.
so we'll just look at our friend here, Rahul. How's it going? Have you got some lessons? Would you like to play something for us?
Hi, Tish. No, I can't play anything. I am a all new learner. I was just here to attend your call. I was like, let me attend some good videos and let me see how.
Thank you, thank you. So I'll ask.
I'm here to just enjoy the session actually. I can learn.
Yeah, please have fun. So I'll ask Basant to show us a nice warm up, which we
Sure,
all should
sure.
do and how we should play. We'll later be asking Akhil also to blaze away for us. Yeah, Akhil, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a simple warm up when we start doing it. So I will do it very slow just to warm up. Yeah, the goal of a warm up is not about speed, but stretching of muscles. Like a bodybuilder, they do very slow warm up. Like to go the high intensity workout. So it's like that. So I'll just do very slow. And the point is that like you don't have to lift your fingers when you do not that way, but rather than you need to just press every note on the fret so that all the fingers are down, and whenever you need, all the fingers will work out easily. Okay, so it goes like this. And by the way, it's alternate picking. If you can't see my right hand, it's my alternate picking, right down up. Very simple. I'll start from sixth string onwards. It's going very slow. Okay, slowly you can increase your speed, but make sure all the notes sounds clean and clear. So this is one exercise which I did a variation by shifting on the fifth fret. Okay, what was that? Was like starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, all the strings till the fifth fret. Then shift your fourth finger on the fifth fret while you descend it. 4, 3, 2, 1. That means you're leaving your first fret behind. All right, you go up towards the sixth string. Then you shift your first finger on the third fret of this. And likewise, when you shift, you always shift with your fourth finger. Okay, that's one exercise. Another exercise is like is a sequence of 1, 3, and 2, 4 as a permutations basically. Instead of 1, 2, you're skipping a third finger. Idea is to have a finger independent and dexterity. Very slow. 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay, start from sixth string. 1, 3, 2, 4. Go towards the next string. Control all your fingers. So don't let your fingers do not that way, but rather than. Okay, I'm also doing the same thing. Okay, that's where you have to move all your hands. Okay, the next is the permutation of descending, like 4, 2, 3, 1. 4, 2, 3, 1. So before it was 1, 3, 2, 4. Now it's reverse of that will be 4, 2, 3, 1. On every string. Then you can shift your fourth finger on the fifth fret. Okay, that's the way you have to go. The next will be between first finger and the fourth finger. 1, 4, 2, 3 sequence. 1, 4, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 3. On every string. Second fret. All right. So likewise, you have to keep moving. So I'll do a little faster. Okay. The next one will be the descending of same but 3, 2, 4, 1. 3, 2, 4, 1.
There, Basant.
Okay. I'm sure like you guys are getting on. I don't know like if you're hearing clearly or not.
Basant, it's very clear, and trust me, you have given more than I asked for. I think I really hope everyone's making notes. Like we have a lot of beginners.
Yeah, you can write it down, finger sequence number. Yeah.
You make some notes in this class, this workshop. It will be really nice. And Basant, the sound was very nice and clear. So thank you so much.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, really
Great.
good, really good. So we'll also we welcome anyone who's got a specific thoughts can put it in the chat. We also have these students here who have worked so hard and they're getting so good. Can I request Shania to play something for us? Shania is working hard and she's how old are you, Shania? Okay, let her. Nice, 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 nice. Awesome. Little Shania, yeah, working away. I've heard her in all her sessions. It's sounding so nice and she's getting better. I think because of the small guitar unit to work on the tuning. Shayan, is the tuning perfect? One question. Yeah. So I'll request Basant to talk about the nice strumming. You can just listen to what Sir has to say, Shania. Basant, you want to talk about a good strumming action?
Yes, yes. So what was the song name? I forgot.
100 miles.
Okay. Some sounds like some Bollywood song. Okay. Can you sing it for me so that I can accompany you and I can show the chords? Okay, okay. Sing in the pitch, okay? Da, 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 da.
Nice, nice.
You can use this kind of, like simple. I mean, if you're using this one, so you're strumming. La la da 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 la da 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 la 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 la. Yeah, that way.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Keep in time, like perfect 4 counts, so it will sound great. Like locking is very important when you play. The groove is very important when you how you groove the rhythm with the song.
Thank you so much, Basant. So, Shania, I hope you heard Sir was playing a very clear strumming. And what I really appreciate about the rhythm, whenever I worked on rhythm with Basant, is that each chord is very specific as per the requirement of the song. And every string is so nice and clear. And the strumming is also exactly, so much in the feel of the song. So, obviously, we all want that. But I guess it's a lot of practice. And Shania, you're playing really well. So, please be at it. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And so, how do you encourage Basant to improve on the strumming? A lot of students have this question: okay, how do we improve on having dynamic, nice, versatile strumming?
Okay. Even when I used to learn guitar, like I had the same problem, but I had that time was the metronome. There was a drum machine metronome which controls uh, us so that whenever we are missing the beat, suppose if there should be some beats, like going on, like if I'm tapping my foot and playing along with the chord, even it's a simple whole note. I'm sure like you guys will understand whole note. Whole note means why you play one bar, four beats. So whenever you're playing any note, suppose you're playing any note, you just let it get hold for four beats. One, two, three, four, one. So this is the setup for the measure bars when we play whole note. So when we play same thing on the guitar, it should sound same with the time. Okay, whatever chord switching you're going on, so it should sound same. Suppose if I'm counting C for four bars, it sounds like this: one, two, three, four. Same way: one, two, three, four. Now same thing if you go with the quarter notes, it's like walking. So whenever we are playing one, two, three, four. Okay, so in between you have to change two chords. You have to always measure that the two chords should fit within four beats. So it should be like this. You're changing suppose C to G. Okay, one, two, three, four. Got it? So four counts, but two chords are played in two different beats. One, two, three, four. I'm changing the chords now. One, two, three, four. This is the simple one. Now you give a subdivision of that. How you do? You tap your foot. You play eight notes. One and two and three and four and which goes basically like this kind of thing. One and two and three and four and it can be with the same song Shania was singing before. La 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 la. Got it? So you do the subdivision of the beats, but you stick with the proper number of rhythm. So that becomes your right hand consistency. So that should be again played with the beats, and you turn on the metronome, and it will be easier for you to practice. Yeah, and that's how I used to learn. Every time, starting from 40, 50 beats per minute, going up to 200, 250 beats per minute. That was the challenging. I must lock myself inside the room until and unless my goal was completed. I don't need to eat. I don't need to go out. I don't need to meet my friends. Like whole lot of books, study everything, but practice with the metronome. Very important. So that's the discipline for every musician.
Thank you,
Yeah, Akhil
Basant.
sir, any suggestion? Rohan sir, Hitesh sir.
Yeah, we welcoming their share as well. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Basant, and I think that's where this rhythm improves when you're taking it slow. And slow is perfect, then fast or stylized strumming comes even better. This is so good. Can I?
Hitesh, can I add something
Yeah, sure.
for beginners?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share, when I came new to guitar playing. So for a long time, like this is for beginners. So I used to literally go on the internet to find the strumming pattern of a particular song. Right? How many downs are there? How many ups are there? Okay, so this is something which a beginner, is very keen to know that what is the strumming pattern for a song. You know, down kitne hai, up kitne hai. So instead of doing that, one thing which all of us can do is first, as Basant sir said, listen to a song. Okay, don't right away go to strum. Then develop tapping your feet. Okay, try to clap to the song. Then once you're done clapping, get the feel of rhythm for the song, and then you start tapping your feet. Once you get the feel or the rhythm of the song, then what you do is you mute your strings. Okay, so suppose a song is going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you start to mute your strings. So what I'm doing is down, 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 down. Next, I'll fill. So when I'm coming up, naturally my hand is coming up. So I start filling the ups with up strokes. Okay. So I'll explain, where I found this very challenging, like these kind of songs. For example, Rubaru, Ilahi, he's had like fast strumming. Okay, so I had a lot of difficulty in strumming to these kind of songs. So instead of right away strumming to the melody of the song or building chords for the strumming, just try to do it slow. Okay, so suppose a song like Ilahi, it has a fast strumming. La 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 la. So try to mute this. Slow. So I'm not literally counting how many downs and ups I'm doing. So you have to really encourage your body to develop this kind of rhythm sense. Okay. So instead of counting, train your mind, train your body to do, train to rhythm. Okay. So always mute the song and try to strum to it randomly, and eventually you'll come to a point where your body will naturally understand, your mind will naturally understand what kind of strumming will go to the song. Okay,
Right.
so a song like Rubaru or Ilahi, you don't need to naturally strum very fast. Start slow. La 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 la.
Thank you so much, Amrit. That's a very valid point. Not to directly play fast, but to go very slow, no matter what the song.
Yeah, mute and play the song instead of right away putting on the chord.
Yes, yes. We have some new friends who have joined in. Would you like to introduce yourself or share your level? Someone, LETV. Somebody you would like to share as to what your name is or what level you're at? Okay, no problem. We'll wait for that. I'll request Adarsh is also here. Yeah, Basant Adarsh is here. Can we ask him what is his song that he's working on or any questions? Adarsh, share please. You're
Yeah,
mute.
please turn on your mic. Switch on your mic.
I've been learning Led Zeppelin riff and I'm trying a Chuck Berry riff or Johnny B. Good. I've tried that once.
Why don't you show it? Go ahead.
Sorry. Something like that.
That's good. That's a very joyful song. Yeah, Chuck Berry tunes are full of life and energy. Wow. Basant, how would you like to suggest on approach to such songs and double stops and
You need to get familiar with the styles first. Like whenever you're trying to learn this any song, what I used to do was I used to get familiar with the styles. If I'm learning Steve Vai song, I need to get familiar what his style is difference between his style and Joe Satriani's style. So if I'm to learn Iron Maiden song and if I'm learning a Led Zeppelin song, what's their style and what kind of composition they do? I get familiar. So Chuck Berry is more of like like rock and roll feel kind of thing. So you need to get familiar, like double stops, how you do that things, or listen carefully. Listening is main important. So nowadays, what happens is like is kind of fast food for us. Like whatever songs you want to learn, type in YouTube, and you learn from there. But we never trust our ear. So in our time, internet was not there. Only thing was record was there. Has to do rewind forward, write the note name, write which string, where to bend. Okay. Although we don't used to see what fingers, but we used to ask our teachers. Then they used to guide us. Like, and first of all, when I was learning guitar, I didn't have any music schools. You guys are very lucky and fortunate to have like music Gurukul as your guitar institute. And we used to go 25 kilometers away from my home. Even sometimes we don't get a vehicle, but used to go walking, carrying guitar in one hand. And at that time, only asset was like our instrument and hearing important. So if you want to do this kind of style, like blues, jazz, funk, whatever style you, so understand the style first of all. What is the difference between rock and funk? What is the difference between jazz and metal? So there are a lot of resources, so you can resource yourself and go and try to learn that song and try to learn the background of the artist. Chuck Berry, who was that? Like he used to dance on the stage and play his guitar like a blues guitarist, like rock and R&B. So he is a very famous for that kind of, like double stops band, double stops guitar. Which one of the songs, Joseph Trini surfing with the alien, he had this inspiration ideas from Chuck Berry, those kind of things. So I mean, it's great to learn those songs, but understand the style, and it will be easier for you to learn more that kind of songs. I mean, it will be easier. It will be helpful. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
This is
Basant.
Akhil and Rohan. Yeah.
Yeah, I will ask Akhil to say something. Akhil, what do you feel about this nice song Adarsh is trying out? Akhil, any thoughts?
Yeah, so good going with that song. The most important thing about that song, about in blues, rock and roll in general, is bend intonation. So when you're bending any string, you need to be in perfect pitch with the note you're trying to bend at. So when you bend, you are actually going ahead with the pitch. You can bend half a note, can bend a full note, can bend 1.5 note as well. So when you bend, you have to be perfectly in the pitch you are arriving at. So that's very important to, especially with a genre like blues, which is dominantly with a lot of bending in its songs. So you have to train yourself when you have to do a half bend, when you have to do a full bend, when you have to do a 1.5 bend. Because not everywhere all bends would sound good. So if I'm playing this pentatonic scale and bend here, it doesn't sound good. So it requires a full bend here because the next note in the scale is this one. So that's one thing. Working on bend is important for covering rock and roll and blues.
Thank you so much, Akhil. Very valid point that bends are a very beautiful aspect. In fact, I would like to add that look up to my in terms of Nuno Betancourt, who I really admire. He said that he used to have long chats with his coach about how to use bends beautifully. And bend on its own was one beautiful chapter that he would give textures. So thank you, Akhil, for adding to that. Thank you, Adarsh. You're playing it really well. Thank you, Basant.
Yes, sir.
Amlan for adding to the rhythm. I would go ahead and ask, we have few more minutes till 6. And let's see how that goes. We'll ask Shayan is working on some good music. Has been learning some songs which are of intermediate level. Shayan, what would you like to play for us, dear?
I would like to play the Pink Panther theme.
Oh, lovely. Go for it, please. Look at that. Nice one.
Thank you.
You're working on many tunes, and that's so nice. And both of you are really growing well. Basant, I come back to you. Basant, what would you feel? How should Shayan improve on this? It's already a work in progress. It's coming.
Yeah. I mean, he's doing a like amazing job. I mean, but just need to get little notes clarity. Maybe he has to practice with the real tunes, proper timing. Darap, tarap, taram pam para pa param pam pa para pa pa pa. See, those has to match with those syncopation notes has to match with the rhythm. I mean, it will sound great. And you listen to the tune and try to play along with that. Yeah.
Thank you, Basant. Can I, since you know Basant, I've always enjoyed to hear you improvise. So can I request you just if you can with a clean sound improvise on a as simple as a C major scale, you know? Because I feel if you're enjoying your scales, you can create some marvelous melodies, you know. You can create a super hit melody if you just enjoy the nice clean scales on your guitar. Can you play some improvisation, slow and
Yeah. If somebody can back me up with the, but it will be easier for me to hear the chords.
that might get a little so if you enjoy
Should I do?
I'm sorry,
I'm hearing the audio.
what
Okay, sorry.
happens is that if two people play, it eats into each other's audio. If
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll just try to play some backing track from here, then you can hear it.
yeah, thank-
Okay, awesome.
no, it was
Awesome.
sounding beautiful, but it was there was
Okay.
no sound cancellation. So sorry.
Oh, okay, okay. Should I play something? Oh, it's fine. It's
You
fine, I guess.
can use a backing track or whatever you like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Just a second.
I think the way things are improving and better technology is coming in, we soon will be able to jam with each other without a lag. But for now, we have to make do with the limitations. After this, I'd be requesting Krish and Sharvari to play something. I hope Astha is also here. Play something if you'd like. If you're busy or if you're have a question, you can even put it in the chat. Yeah, go ahead, Basant. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a general idea. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's not the excellent, but it's just general idea. Is like just it's kind of like knowing the fretboard notes and breaking off the shapes, not sticking to the shape, but like breaking those patterns and moving, trying to like understand the fretboard and moving freely. Like moving fingers freely and feeling the music behind whatever is being played in the background and trying to play the notes
Thank
on
you.
your own style, own feel.
Thank you so much, Basant. You clearly gave an idea how we should flow between the notes. And the timing was so perfect that whether you chose to play continuous notes or you decided to hold some a note here and there, it was very beautiful and emotion was coming out so nice. So
Hitesh, I just wanted to add one thing. Like as Basant was playing melody very effortlessly. Okay, so when we start playing melody, like when we want to improvise, we don't really sound very good. So how can we develop good melodic sense? So one is obviously we need to listen to a lot of music. And one more thing which I remember, this guitarist, his name is Andy Timmons. I had heard him say. So Andy Timmons said is just play a backing track, okay, and try to sing to the backing track. Okay, so I'll just give an example. Like I'll just play a random backing track. Just see if you can listen. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
So I'll just try to sing to it. Da, 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 da. And then try to play these melodic sense which comes to you. Whatever you sing, try to play it on the guitar. Da, 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 da. So right away, melodic sense does not come. It comes obviously with maturity, with age, with playing. But this is one good way to start. Like just play a backing track and hum any melody to it. Okay, and then once you hum the melody, then try to play the melody which you just hummed.
Wow, good point. Very good point, Amlan, because I remember my music coach also telling me that you have to learn to sing. And I think singing to your backing track or singing in general always helps us with our musicianship. Thank you so much.
So David Gilmour, in fact, whatever solo he plays simultaneously, he also sings the solo. So a lot of artists approach soloing like that.
Yes.
Again, like few points in improvising. Improvising is such a big word that beginners tend to understand it very complex way. So improvising is how you are painting a picture. Suppose you're trying to make a house. So what all things can be drawn around the house, inside the house to decorate, to make it more beautiful. So suppose you're cooking a food. What kind of spices do you want to add? Do you want to add the common spice or you want to add different? Likewise, so improvising is same way. Like you understand your simple major scale, how effortlessly you can play all the positions on the fretboard. How understand do you know your theory? How well you know your intervals? Like Amlan was saying, like you have to sing and hear the backing track and you. But first of all, you have when you how you are hearing chord. How will you determine what's the difference between A minor and A7 chord? How does the colors tone changes? What's the sound like? Like improvising. I can Akhil, Rohan. You also find same thing when we hear the backing track, like effortlessly it comes because we have developed our ears in such a way that we are able to hear the difference between a major chords, minor chords, seven chords, dash chord, whatever chords has been played in the backing track. So you should be able to hear. And you always make sure that when you learn as a beginner, you record the chords in your phone or any other like recording software device, and you try to close your eyes and hear what is that chord, what is the difference between C major and A major chord, and C major and A major chord, what is the difference. So in your TMG first book is written CEG is the spelling for C major chord. ACE is the difference between A minor chord. So those are the difference. One note makes a difference. That means if you apply that one note in your improvising, that gives a different feel. So getting it? So understanding your fretboard, scales, intervals, theory, harmony, all these things are there. Like simple improvising is just like manipulating the notes on the on your own way, like instead of going up and down, climbing ladder up and down, but you can use a different melodic patterns, sometimes thirds, sometimes different intervals, sometimes fourth, sometimes sixth. So getting it? And try to play may all the scales on the single note. Try to learn the positions, try to learn the rules first, then you break the rules and try to invent your own music and compose your own music. Yeah. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Basan. Very true that improvising is a beautiful thing to do, but it takes a lot of grammar. You know, understand the grammar. Since it's the last 5 minutes, can I quickly ask Aryaman, do you have anything you would like to share, Aryaman?
Yes, so I've been practicing a little bit what I've learned, I think last year or last to last year.
Yeah. So you've been at it. Any question?
No, sir, actually.
No problem. Thank you, Aryaman.
I,
Shall
re- I remember the theory, but it's practical side which I have forgotten. But then I'm trying to learn that now.
now you see your teachers playing, so please make sure you do a lot of enjoyable practice. You know, enjoy your practice.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ariman. Good to connect here. Sharvari and
Thank
Asma
you.
would like to share something. Or Krish? Anyone?
Yeah.
Hi, Krish.
Hello.
How's it going? Would you like to share something?
Yeah. I want to play "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra.
Oh my
I'll
God.
be singing as well.
Go for it. Go for it. You want to set your video camera or
Yeah,
you?
can you please set your video so that we can see you?
Hi,
Okay.
Krish.
Um. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on you. There in my other way. One second. Sorry.
Sure.
I'll start. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let, let me see what spring is like on you. Tell my other words. Oh, my heart. In other words, baby, kiss fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long, all I worship and adore. In other words, always be true. In other words, all of
Nice one.
Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. For you are all I long, all I worship and adore. In other words, always be true. In other Thanks.
Thank you so much, Krish. A fine choice, I would say. And
Thanks.
it's a work in progress. It's gonna get really good. Very good choice, yeah. And it's a great work in progress. Please keep working
Yeah.
at wonderful. Basim, like to give some feedback?
Yeah, Chris, sounding good, but like I because we didn't see your video, like it was like getting hold kind of thing. It was nice, good effort. Keep working hard, and yeah, you're learning singing, right?
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're learning
I'm not
in
learning
Gurukul. You were
professionally.
learning before with
No,
Leslie
no,
sir.
I wasn't.
Okay, okay, it's a good try. Yeah, that's a nice thing. I think Akhil will help you in that singing side. So he will be very good at that. So maybe he will help you out that. Thank you.
Thanks, Basant. Akhil, any feedback for Krish? He's chosen a good song, yeah?
Yeah. So, with any singing and playing cover, first you need to get both of the elements down separately. So, you should just keep aside the vocals and just focus on playing the rhythm part without the vocals first. So, once you have that perfected, once you have that perfected, then you can slowly keep adding vocals verse by verse. Fly me to the moon, Jupiter and Mars. So getting them both separately first and then mixing them together and practicing them as a whole cover, that's the best way to approach anything when you're singing and playing. So if you have the rhythm part down so well that you can play it with eyes closed or it's the 3 in the morning after you then you can focus more on your vocals when you're playing, because it's easier to get off pitch or screw up with the rhythm if you don't have one either of the parts practiced well. So best approach would be to first get the rhythm down. Once you've got the rhythm guitar down, then you can work on your vocals, and then when you have them both, then you will be focusing more on your vocals well, and that will you avoid some things like off pitch or going off rhythm. So good going, that's a good attempt, but if you follow this thing, you'll see the difference more. So good effort this time. Really liked it.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much, Akhil. Thank you, Krish. What a beautiful song. I'm hooked, yeah. I'd really like to go to this song. So since we will take only 2 minutes last, I would like to hear something from Johan, and then we'll go to Basant to play a bit of crying.
I think Akhil also will play some solos, so it will be great to hear it. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
before moving on to you guys, like we're talking about the bend slides and all techniques and all. So if you see bend also has a lot of like things to go. Like there are different kinds of bending technique. So like if I have to tell you, like there are like bending techniques are different. Like how we explain. So it's like a half step bend, whole step bend. Akhil was telling. It's like like it's kind of a blues band, 1.5 step band. So sometimes it's like a pre-band also. Like suppose if I'm playing some songs, so suppose if I'm playing, that's a pre-band. Real band is this is a real band. So if others and other guitar players, students, if you want to use a bend, like technique is very important. How you grab your thumb and fingers beneath and support all the 3 fingers. Not only bend with the 1 finger. It doesn't sound good. You don't have a strength to play that. So when you first plant your fingers here, grab your thumb, get this shape. So all the strings are mute with the part of your hand. So it's easier to bend. And also remember, always try to bend in tune. Like Akhil was showing you before, always make sure your ears, you trust your ears. Suppose you want to go whole step. What is the starting point? A. What's the whole step from A? Higher is B. So that means you have to know this note. Okay. There is also like half step bend. So you play A to A sharp. So you play that and hold it. This is A. Da. How does half step sound like? Da. Getting us done, you try to, those are techniques. So once you learn the techniques, so try to make it musical. So when you learn technique, so every time this technique, like it becomes a monotonous. So try to learn techniques, but make it musical with all the scale, modes, arpeggios, triads, whatever you're trying to learn it. All right. Thank
Beautiful.
you so much.
Yeah, Basant.
And there's also one there, slide also is there. So there is simply slide. This is simple slide. So one is called as like shift slide. when you play, when you shift, again you play. So there's a difference between this. So for example, if I'm playing For the Love of Steve, so this is your slide. So there's a shift slide going on. Simple slide. So if I'm playing this, so bending. Now slide. Slide. So those are the things which you have to work it out as a beginner, intermediate guitar player. So if you feel that, and there's also hammer-on technique. So like you go like it's called a legato. If you see this kind of styles on the internet, this kind of so hammer-on pull-off. So it will be easier for you to play since others is holding acoustic guitar. So it's a little difficult to play in acoustic, but if you try to play same thing on electric, it becomes easier. So acoustic might be hard because of the harder strings and all, wider frets. So it will be a little harder. But if you play same thing on acoustic, electric, it sounds great. Yeah. Different aspects of like as a kind of vibrato. When we sing la la la, that kind of sustaining the voice, getting the feel. La 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 is different. But la 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 is different. Staccato. So if we apply this in the singing, so that's the staccato thing. So if you play same thing, but like human vocal way, da da da. See. So getting if you learn that kind of feel, also it will your solos will sound great. Like sometimes you want to learn the like this kind of those are tapping. So there's an advanced technique, but you should have that like ideas, and you should have reached that level first, like knowing the basics, how you move your arpeggios. Those are all arpeggio notes. If you see it's E G B note, but how you play the technique is different, the feel becomes different. Okay, although those are tried, but you learn in a different way, and the technical comes later. First the musical part should come. Yeah, thank you so much.
Basant, thanks. That's Basant for you, always giving you more than you asked for and going into super details and such precise playing. Basant, that was really beautiful. Thank you so much. I'd just like to have a quick word. Rohan, anything you'd like to share here?
Yeah, so thank you so much, Vasant sir, for your such a great knowledge. So I would just like to add this. So for students, so even if you know all the techniques like Basant sir said, Akhil said, Amla, Nitesh sir, but it's of no use if you don't implement in your playing and if you don't practice all of them. So practice is very important. So for example, there are many guitarists which I follow, like Eric Clapton is my favorite, which I follow. But the thing is, I try to choose idol which I know personally. Like I personally know Basant sir very well. If Basant sir can travel, like he said, 25 kilometers just to practice his guitar, so that is nothing as compared to me. I have my class just 5 minutes away from my house. So it's sometimes it's only about giving excuses. So these are the person which I try to become or try to match their level. Hitesh sir, Basan, and now recently I got introduced to Akhil. So these are some you can also compare yourself to your friends. It's not like you have your ego or something. So keep it aside. Just focus on learning. So even if today I'm attending this session, I consider myself a complete beginner to my instrument. Then only I'll be able to learn and acquire new knowledge.
Very valid. Very valid. Thank you, Rohan. Very true.
Thank you, sir.
The heart of a student forever.
Yes.
Excellent. Akhil, would you like to play something for us?
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Rohan, for your sweet words. We all learn from each other. Yeah, it's
Yes,
a
yes,
great
sir.
to have all of you and we learn together in the journey of music.
True. So true.
Please, Akhil, you want to
yeah.
hear your blazing. So
I won't play any solo because my intonation is all done on this guitar because of the strings.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Play some a little bit. So let me just know if you can hear it. One second. Are you able to hear the backing track?
Yeah, you can make it a little soft.
Is it too loud?
Make it a little soft, and your guitar should be able to. We should be able to hear it then. Go for it. Go for it.
Second.
Akhil, your backing track should be a little less. Guitar volume should be raised a little higher. I think that should sound good.
That's pretty much it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Akhil. That's energetic Dream Theater song, is it?
Yeah.
What's it called again for our knowledge?
Constant motion.
Sorry?
It's called constant motion.
Thank you so much. Very, very energetic. And yeah, thanks so much. It had got some lovely parts. Really encouraged us all to really work hard. So I think thanks so much everyone for this workshop. Basant, then any final words? Because we'd like to do much more. And this has been a great start where we all are inspired to work hard. So before we take a photograph of all of us saying V for victory, can we all hear it from Basant as a final note as to our music?
Yeah, I guess it was a great time, like learning together like this, sharing our experiences, ideas, like please keep on before for the students, please keep on learning, and whatever you're trying to learn on the instrument, there's an institution for you. And whenever lockdown gets over, please come and like continue with your classes. I mean, it's great to have a right teacher with you, to guide you. Like you're very lucky enough to have Rohan sir, Akhil sir, Hitesh sir, Amlan. So I mean, it's great experience. So I mean, it was very much worry, like because of the lockdown. But anyways, music unites us together, so it was great. And at last, like a few suggestions for you to excel in your guitar playing. Like I want to suggest few bands recommended listening. So
Please.
how I grew up listening with is like, uh, I I used to listen to a lot of rock bands from 80s like Europe, White Snake, White Lion, Poison, Police, Mr. Big, Racer X, and also blues guitarists B.B. King, Gary Moore, Muddy Waters, like Eric Clapton, like Rohan said, Johnny Winter, and little jazz guitarists like Aldi Meola, Jim Hall, Joe Pass, and jazz fusion guitarist from John McLaughlin. You can find in the net. So few metal bands like Pantera, Metallica, progressive rock metal band like Dream Theater, and classical, very important. If you heard of a guitarist called Malmsteen and Michael Angelo Vetio, so they all come from the classical background. It's called a neoclassical. So always you try to listen to the diversify your styles of listening music. Mozart, Beethoven, Paganini, Vivaldi, J.S. Bach, and even some country music, folk music. Albert Lee, Alvin Lee, Bob Dylan, Allman Brothers Band. So some funk band, like Earth, Wind, Fire, Victor Wooten. So and last but not least, like instrumental rock guitarists like Joe Satriani, Steve Morse, Steve Vai, Van Halen, Paul Gilbert, John Petrucci, Nuno Bettencourt. I mean, all this guys like David Gilmour, and last one is Indian song as well as Bollywood. So we should appreciate all different kinds of music. So if you have a balance in listening, we train our ears in such a way that we'll understand different structures of song, different harmonies, and we'll be able to compose our music and we'll be able to use those styles in our composition. Thank you so much for having us, and thanks Itessa for the great privilege. Thanks Akhil, thanks Rohan, thanks
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
others, Shion, Shanaya, Amlan, Krish, Aryaman, Shavari. Thanks guys.
Thank you, everyone. And Vasant, you are the perfect parting note by giving us so many beautiful artists. Recently, even Shayon sang a song from Prince. We don't have time to hear it today,
Wow.
but it's amazing how these rock stars, like today, Krish played Frank Sinatra. So I think all of us are working very hard. Aryaman and others, thank you so much. Krish, Sharvari, Shayon, Shanaya, Rohan, Akhil, Amlan, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Biggest thank you to Vasant for making this possible. Look forward to many more. Thank you. So please keep up the good work. I'll end with a requesting all of you to just show a V for victory and thank you from the music Gurukul. Let's take a picture. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Ariman is also there. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Please keep it up. Stay happy. Keep rocking.
Please keep practicing.
Yes.
Make your goals. What do you want to achieve in guitar? Long-term goals, short-term goals. Like try to always have a goal while you practice. It's very important.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you, Basan. Thank you, everyone.
There were a lot of things to be shared. I have made a notes, but because of time. But anyways, maybe we'll come to that later also.
Courage to do one more, na, Basan?
Awesome.
I think we should have one only music listening session. We can hear
Exactly.
everyone. Yeah. So that will be
Exactly.
Suggestion. And we have a concert tomorrow.
tomorrow. Yeah.
You are
Yeah, concert. Okay. Awesome. So what time is it?
5 to 6.
Tomorrow, 5 to 6.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. All the
Awesome. Yeah.
best. All the students, those who are preparing for tomorrow's concert, all the best. Rock yourself. Yeah. Play for your friends. Pray for your families. Stay safe. Stay happy.
Thank you,
Awesome. God
sir.
bless you all.
Bye.
Take care.
Everyone.
Take care,
Thank you.
buddy.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.